heartland of the ancient Mayan civilization. Hello, welcome to Open Tierra. Today we're exploring the beauty of Guatemala, a country nestled in Central America, known for its rich Mayan heritage, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. Stick around till the end to immerse yourself in the flavors of Guatemalan cuisine and discover hidden gems that define this captivating country. Guatemala is located in Central America, bordering Mexico, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. The country can be divided into four main geographical regions. The Pacific coastal plain runs along the Pacific Ocean and contains Guatemala's largest city, Guatemala City. The northern highlands stretch from Mexico south through central Guatemala and contain many volcanoes and mountains. The Petén region in northern Guatemala contains lowland rainforests and many Mayan archaeological sites. The eastern highlands border Honduras and contain Lake Izabal, Guatemala's largest lake. Three mountain chains run through Guatemala, which contribute to its varied landscape. The Sierra Madre stretches along the Pacific coast, while the Cuchumatanes and Chuacas mountain ranges run parallel to each other through central Guatemala. Guatemala has a tropical climate that varies by elevation. The low-lying regions are hot and humid, while the highland areas experience cooler temperatures. It has a wet season from May to October and is prone to tropical storms. The country has several significant lakes and river systems. Lake Izabal is the country's largest lake at over 565 square kilometers. Lake Atitlan is a deep crater lake surrounded by volcanoes and a popular tourist destination. The longest river is the Motagua River, which forms part of the border with Honduras. These rivers and their tributaries provide water for irrigation and hydroelectric power. The earliest known settlements in Guatemala date back thousands of years to the Archaic period. The ancient Mayan civilization began to develop around 2000 BC and reached its peak during the Classic period from 250 AD to 900 AD. The Mayans built impressive city-states across Mesoamerica, including sites like Tikal, El Mirador, and Caminaljuyu in what is now Guatemala. They constructed tall step pyramids, palaces, temples, observatories, and ball courts out of stone and wood. They developed a complex writing system of hieroglyphs and texts, including the famous Popol Vuh creation story. The ancient Mayan made advancements in art, architecture, mathematics, astronomy, and complex calendar systems. Mayan mathematics utilized the concept of zero and large numbers. The Mayans were skilled farmers, architects, traders, and artisans. While the southern lowlands declined around 900 AD, the northern Mayans continued to thrive into the post-classic period until the Spanish conquest. Remnants of the great ancient Mayan civilization can still be seen across Guatemala through archaeological sites, architecture, and Mayan descendants, keeping ancient traditions alive. It represents a critical foundation of Guatemalan history and identity. In the early 1500s, the Spanish arrived and conquered the Mayans and other indigenous peoples. Guatemala was part of the Captaincy General of Guatemala under Spanish colonial rule. The Spanish destroyed many Mayan texts and converted them to Christianity. There were some Mayan uprisings against Spanish rule. Guatemala gained independence in 1821. After independence, Guatemala briefly became part of the First Mexican Empire and then the Federal Republic of Central America before becoming fully independent in 1839. It experienced political instability and power struggles between liberals and conservatives. From the late 19th century to 1944, Guatemala was ruled by dictators closely allied to the United Fruit Company and the United States. A democratic government ruled from 1945 to 1954 until a US-backed coup. This began 36 years of civil war as leftist rebels fought against a series of military regimes. Indigenous Mayans were targeted by the military. The civil war finally ended in 1996. Since then, Guatemala has worked to rebuild and recover, though it continues to face challenges such as poverty, inequality, and corruption. The indigenous Mayans make up about 40 to 60% of the population in Guatemala. The largest Mayan group are the Quiche people, followed by the Cachiquel, Mam, Quechua, and other Mayan groups. Each Mayan ethnicity